Artichoke extract disrupts the extracellular polymeric substances that hold biofilms together.
Okay, yet another video on biofilms. This one's going to focus on the bacteria that actually has a negative effect on nutrient and a vitamin bioavailability and absorption. I'll also be talking about a specific compound in artichokes that can actually help with nutrient absorption, and that compound is inulin. 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 This is in artichoke, especially. It's also in other foods, but artichoke is probably the quickest and easiest way to get this inulin. Okay, but a problem with biofilms and why they must be reduced as much effort as possible with the combination of foods is that biofilms and the bacteria can actually trap and sequester polyphenols, possibly reducing and negating the positive health benefits of these polyphenols. And there are polyphenols in artichokes that the biofilms could possibly be sequestering, but the artichoke, it might be powerful enough or potent enough to dissolve these thick biofilms. But the good news here about artichokes and why it makes it probably artichoke is a more unique uh, vegetable compared to others is that some studies report that biofilms can be penetrated by these artichoke extracts, because the extracts in artichokes enhances antibiotic penetration into these biofilms, making bacteria more susceptible to conventional therapy. That's critical because the bacteria in biofilms can actually sequester minerals and even amino acids, uh, robbing the body of these important minerals and nutrients, leading to deficiencies that can lead to other issues. So dense biofilms, they coat the mucosal surfaces, therefore reducing contact between nutrients and epithelial transporters, because there's a lot of transporters in the gut. This also limits the absorption of minerals such as zinc. So without zinc, the thymus, which is the training camp for the T cells, is not going to function. The thymus might even atrophy. So therefore, there's going to be no T cells to battle cancer cells. So that goes to show that biofilms, especially dense ones, are actually one of the main contributors to cancer growth and metastasis. Also, other vitamins, such as fat-soluble vitamins, are also reduced, such as vitamin A. Without vitamin A, the parietal cells cannot make intrinsic factor, therefore leading to vitamin B12 deficiency. Therefore, no glutathione. Without glutathione, advanced glycation end products end up growing and increasing. Therefore, dense ECM, and because of the cross-linking, will start to increase, therefore making it way too rigid for the immune cells. So these dense biofilms coating the mucosal surfaces also reduces the bioavailability of B vitamins. So possibly vitamin B1 is reduced, therefore higher blood glucose levels in the blood, because vitamin B1 is responsible for reducing blood sugar levels. That means that tumors could actually be getting the excessive blood glucose in the blood. Tumors, they use glucose as a fuel source, especially if there are blood vessels, because from VEGF, which is responsible for angiogenesis, tumors can receive blood glucose as a fuel source through those blood vessels. Also, vitamin B6 could also be impaired of the dense biofilms affecting mucosal surfaces. Therefore, magnesium is also impaired as well, because vitamin B6 is one of the main cofactors of magnesium. And without magnesium, cathepsins in the lysosomes, they end up leaking out due to magnesium deficiency. Therefore, the cathepsins cannot degrade the exosomes, and then tumors, they receive exosomes, which is not good. If you've seen my other exosome videos, then you already know how devastating exosomes can be. Okay, but thankfully, artichokes has flavonoids that can disrupt these pathogenic biofilm formations, allowing these bioactive compounds that support gut and oral health. Now, on to the inulin part in artichokes, that this is a fiber that feeds beneficial gut microbes. This promotes a healthier biofilm that aids nutrient absorption instead of blocking those nutrients. So artichokes are having a double whammy effect. It is dissolving biofilms so that the biofilms cannot block nutrient absorption or can't rob nutrients from the body. And at the same time, the inulin in artichokes is also improving nutrient absorption for the body. Okay, so some studies show that inulin in artichokes promotes the growth of beneficial bacteria. That's critical because these bacteria, that they outcompete the pathogenic biofilm forming bacteria for nutrients. So that means that the good bacteria created by inulin um, steals the nutrients away from the biofilm forming bacteria. So another critical thing about inulin in artichoke is that the inulin produces metabolites that can hinder the biofilm persistence. Now that's critical so that it's slowing down the biofilm, or that the biofilm lasts like less longer or less shelf life, or the biofilm is around less and less time. That way, uh, the the macrophages, uh, which is an immune cell, that they might be able to engulf or phagocytose to get rid of cancer cells and pathogens. Also, the biofilm cannot hinder nutrient absorption. Also, the inulin in artichokes also has an effect on the oral biofilms. So, inulin may decrease the biofilms on the teeth by promoting the beneficial oral bacteria for the mouth or on the teeth, because the enamel of the teeth actually impacts or affects nutrient absorption in the mouth even before the nutrients go down the throat and then into the stomach. Okay, so quick recap: biofilms can sequester vitamins, even B vitamins like vitamin B1, reducing the of ability of vitamin B1 to take up blood glucose. Therefore, tumors, they get the blood glucose through blood vessels from VEGF. Uh, Biofilms also reduce the absorption of vitamin B6. Therefore, magnesium doesn't have one of the major cofactors, which is B6, so that magnesium can repair the lysosomal membrane if it's peroxidized. Therefore, the cathepsins are leaked out because of magnesium deficiency, and then the exosomes are not degraded by the cathepsins, and then the tumors receive the exosomes. Our artichokes have inulin, which can reduce the bacteria that forms the biofilms. Also, inulin can also improve the enamel of the teeth in the mouth, because the nutrients even have an effect at the mouth level before the nutrients even go down the throat into the stomach. So that's it for the video. If you want more future videos, then like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.